07 Star Citizens. Yes, what to do when you've done all the PP or you're not even up to do all the PvP to get all the A-grade components and weapons. When you did all the AVAing into the stations, grabbed the red cards, blue cards and the comp cards, and you wonder what to do next? Well, here are some suggestions. Let's have a look at it, because again, there is a lot more than just money, ships and components in this game. Mining is fixed. Mole and Prospector works well. I tested it in Walla, and with the loadout that I'm holding here, which is Helix 1 Surge and Stampede, you hit almost 16-17k rocks. The rocks are appearing and it works fine. Pyro, I'm still testing the whereabouts that could be good to go for. And of course, holding missions, is it in Pyro, is it in Stanton? They work fine, they work well in Pyro. It's recommended to bring a good well-armed ship or some escorts that actually protect you. The payout is quite well to have, and they look similar as over in Stanton. And of course, another thing that we know of is the salvaging. Here in the Vulture, of course, with the Reclaimer you could do faster and larger ships. Most to sell is still better in Stanton, so wait till you have a big load together and fly it over to Stanton, bring an escort. On with the Vulture, it's okay to sell them in the stations over in Pyro, as the move and fly over to the system, through the gate, through the jump gate and everything is definitely enjoyable, but it takes up a lot of time for relatively low margins that you have in a Vulture. Panel salvaging, I'm still figuring out over here in Pyro. I haven't found spots where there are a lot of panels, but for now you'll see this video up here I made in 4.0 panel mining in Stanton. You can see where, what and how I did it. There will be of course a more in-depth video on that for Pyro coming soon within the next few days or weeks, depending on my real life situation. And all the new things that we have in Pyro, there is definitely a lot to explore in this different station, as you have a really nicely created trashy spots to hang around with refineries, cargo decks and shipyards on the three main stations: Arbitrary, Checkmate and Terminus, which is Ruin Station. So go and have a look around, and especially explore those passes that look you're not supposed to go down in the refinery. It's gonna be fun, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you. New missions, new factions. Bounty hunting, I suggest to level up over in Stanton. A way how to do it that we found out that is a very fast way. Check out the video up here. I tried to make video as concise and short as possible. So Mercenary. There are Mercenary missions here in Pyro, and they are a challenge. They're fun, they're NPC combating, and the NPCs are good, they hit you well, and there are a lot of them. So solo them is rough, you can do it, be strategic, tactical, bring your snipers and have fun with it, or come with a bunch of friends and do the SWAT and hit kills. Different ways, well payouts. And be aware, if you do the deep space hate for the headhunters, you have to go to asteroid bases, and in general the asteroid bases have a lot of turrets, powerful turrets. They changed the amount of it within the last patch. It got better, and it is a challenge to approach the entrance where you're supposed to go, but you can do it. And of course the missions are as straightforward as they can be. Go to the marker, fly in, lay low, take out the people. Couple of ways of doing it. Of course, there are the dirty way of doing it by doing it from the ship, or you're going down, and I suggest to land a bit away from it and use your sniper rifle to do a pre-cleanup before you head in there, because they will find you, they will shoot at you. The AI got good. And on Shepherd Rests on Bloom, the chance that our player wanting to PvP you is extremely high, so get ready. And we have other parts of the system. Now we are over at the Checkmate station, so that's around Pyro 2 and Monox, and here we have still those two factions, the Citizens of Prosperity and the Headhunters we can do mission force. They look slightly different. Over here is more derelict outpost, slightly less players who wish to PvP you. for now. We see how that's going to be in future. And another way to make money and get your rep up to make even more money. One more place to go in this video. There is definitely more. Up on Terminus there is missions called Reputation Management. When you are in hostile with either headhunters or citizens of prosperity, do those, it will even up for both of them. But every now and then there is no marker, so show up here where these 3 derelict outposts are, and the one just above of Blackrock Exchange at the shore of this river-like thing there, that's where you want to go to do those. And the cool thing is these missions are almost infinitely repeatable. And as you see, even if you have no marker, as soon as you're close enough, it shows you the marker on how much left. It's 100%. As I said, it's something between 10 and 25 enemies to take down. Usually one of them sits up here on the tower, and yes, you can either choose to take them down with your ship's weapon or do it a nice way and use your sniper rifle. Yeah, like it or not like it, when you're down to 4 of them, markers will appear and it's gonna be a bit easier to take them down. Well, remember that when you're shooting with an energy weapon out of your ships, it can happen that your shield is blocking your own bullets. So don't waste ammo. Step further outside or land your ship, alright? And of course, at some point you definitely want to get out of your ship and take the last few down manually or as close as you can. Ah, yeah, the question, silencers or compensators? What do you want to put on your gun? To me, it depends on the gun. On the P8 SC, I usually have a silencer because that's a close combat weapon and that's different. On the P8 AR or the P4, I usually have compensators, and on the snipers, I as well having the silencers because it's 8% less damage, but especially with a P6, the headshot, even on heavy, will still be a one-hitter. Remember to loot your stuff. There is good stuff to find here, even Overlord armors, Morozov stuff, and the Defiance Sunburst armor is usually to drop here, if that is something that you like. If you don't like it, it will bring money, so you can sell that stuff and you get additional money while doing those missions. Remember to bring a box to put all this stuff in. A bit earlier on I spoke to that these missions are almost infinity repeatable, and that's the case if you fly out at least, well, I suggest more than 2 kilometers, go 3 or 4 or 5, even 5 kilometers. It's not far. If you do it in nav mode, it's really quick. And then you just retake the mission and it will be at an instant there, and at an instant you can fly back in. And if it's really about efficiency and not all about the fun, you can do it with your ship weapons. Yeah, every now and then I do it too because it's quick and fast, but yeah, where's the fun in it? So there you take it, you go again, and you have again the same place to go to. Sometimes with a marker, sometimes, yeah, again without markers. The marker situation most of the time can be fixed by just simply going out there and doing your verification of the file. So bad log or log out, go to the station, verify files, come back in, and all the markers will be back on. Then we were very successful on that within this last few weeks and patches. Is it for bounty hunting or the mercenary? And then we're back in and rinse and repeat. Alright, that was quite a bit on Pyro, not at all. There is a whole part, Pyro 5, that I haven't spoken to. We will look into that in another video, because those 5 planets, those 5 moons around the planet number 5 are really an amazing place to go. It's beautifully made, there is stuff to do. And as I've spoken to as well earlier too, I will do more in-depth guide on mining in Pyro and salvaging in Pyro and see what else we can do. And of course, everybody of us is invited to do so, and you might even want to let me know where your favorite places for mining or salvaging is. But definitely have a look at Pyro 5. You see it right here. It's an absolutely amazing place, highly different planets that are around that spot, and really worth to go, worth the journey down there. So that's so much from my side. I look forward to see you soon out in the verse in another video. Thank you for sharing, liking and subscribing. 07 StarCitizen.